Good morning. It's Saturday Sabbath. Yeah. I'm just speaking saying hey on today. Just to God give me a warning. Smile talking. Let's see what I'm talking about. I talk about the weather. Dang, what is this on my face? Dang, it's swole right here. Like, where did that even come from? Like, huh? Okay. The weather. God, he ain't personally kind to me and said, ooh, the weather. Like, he ain't kind to me and said nothing about the weather per se. But I had dreams in the past about, like, the cold. And it's going to be, like, the cold going to end up being permanent. But it seems like it's going to be over time that this going to happen. So I think this is the vision that I had about our cold and how God is going to try to slow things down with the weather by making it so cold. I think that's emotion. I think that's just emotion altogether. So I think that part of me seeing, that's why I always post my Ice Age vibes vision. Like, even though we dealing with the winter, it's like it's gonna be some kind of shift going on with the weather, and it's gonna change, and you're gonna see more colder days than warmer. So anytime I see anything about weather or ice or snow, I always just do reposts. So anytime, like, you're gonna see a lot of those reposts, and it's two of those Ice Age visions that I did, because one is just like a recap and breaking down the first. So recently, God ain't kind to me per se and just said, ooh, the weather. I did have a dream that I was driving, and for some reason I drove my truck into a pool of water. It was just like I just drove into a pool of water. So I've been extra cautious. I don't know if ice was the reason why I drove my truck into water. Like, I don't know what caused me to just drive my truck into this water. And water always means trouble. So even though I haven't had anything that specifically was like weather, I have had an Ice Age vision, and my vision is lingering on. I'm looking like, what is going on? I'm finna get recognition and stuff, because it's like kind of dry. But the Ice Age, that's continuation. Like, you're gonna see that over and over and over, and you're gonna start to see the colder days get longer and the hotter days get shorter. I dreamed it was just gonna be permanent Ice Age vibes. And I was born in July, so I know I can't. I'm like, So that's why I always do reposts on that, because I'm like, well, God, you sent the warning about the Ice Age, so is this in relation to the Ice Age vibes? And it's just continuation. So that's why I send it, dealing with that. That's why I send it dealing with that, with the Ice Age vibes. I'm like, it could be, this weather just going into that. And every year it's just going to be going into that. So you're going to see the same video. The Ice Age video, it's going to be long term. It wasn't just like a certain period of time. It was just like, it just gone, woof. We're going to have our hot days, because if you look at the weather, anytime God sent rain, and this is grace, but anytime he sent rain, the temperature is way above freezing, like every time. And then the temperature just dropped below freezing. So this time it's not the same. It's no different. Like, we got rain coming in, but it's going to be like 60 degrees. And then the temperature going to drop down to 30 degrees. But the thing is this rain going to ice over? Like, is it going to just, like, even though it's 60 degrees, is it going, the temp going to drop and it turn to freezing? Like ice, so to speak. But anytime God send rain, the temperature is way way above freeze. Every time he send rain, he never send rain with the temperature at 32. Like, he never send rain with the temperature right where the rain actually freeze. Like, he ain't done it yet. And it's been raining a lot, and it's been cold. But I noticed that every time it's finna rain, temperature be like 40, temperature be like 50. I'm like, okay, God. You ain't dropping rain on the ice days and on the cold days. You wait until you make sure it's extremely warm when you drop this rain through here. So this is no different. We got rain coming in. The temperature showing 60 when this rain come. And God is unpredictable. And like I said, he ain't gave me no vision personally where I'm just like, ooh. So if he don't send me nothing personal, then I don't stress about it. I just repost what's been posted, dealing with what they saying. But if God come to me personally, I'd be like, look, y'all, this what's going on. But if God ain't calling me personally, I don't really stress it. So even now, I'm not even stressing it because he ain't calling me personally, which he normally give me a personal warning. Now, he did give me the ice age vibe, so whenever cold come, he said this wrapped up in it. So I just be on alert for the cold altogether. So that's why I do reposts. Anytime they say snow coming, ice coming, I do a repost on my ice age vibes because that's in motion. And it's constantly manifest. It's going to continue to manifest because it's a shift with the weather. So he ain't calling me about this. I did see it's going to be 60, but it's going to be raining. But then I also see that the temperature is going to drop down to freezing. So I'm like, is this rain going to stick? Is this rain going to stick? Like, that's my biggest question. Like, is the rain going to stick? Because like I said, I was just driving and I just drove it to this pool of water. When I say pool, it was literally like a swimming pool. Like a pool of water. And water mean trouble. So I'm like, huh? Yeah, it was like I had no control. I just drove straight to a pool. So I'm just like, So I'm real cautious. Like, is this rain gonna freeze over and become ice? So that's the only thing I'm just like really concerned about. Really at this point, like it's nothing in me to say, ooh, God ain't kind to me and he's going to come to me. I'm gonna let you know that now. God gonna let me know, give me the rundown on everything that's going on. God wouldn't be God if he didn't come tell me and let me know, because he has done this all my life. I always give me and my kids, we always be ready for whatever come. I let other people know. They always have their families ready because they do listen to what I say. Believe it or not, y'all. It's people that really listen to what I say and they come back and thank me every time. Like, oh, I'm so glad you told me this. I got people that really listen, y'all. So God ain't gave me no personal, warning dealing with the weather. But my thing is the 60 degrees dropping down to 30. And then you talking about some rain in this. See, that's my biggest thing right there. So that's why I'm like, ding, 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 ding. That's what my spiritual radar going off on. The 60 degrees with the rain and the temperature dropping to 30. So it's like, is this rain going to ice over and it's going to be black ice? Because like I said, I recently had a dream. I just drove it to this pool of water, so I've been extra cautious. So that's the only thing, though. It ain't nothing like, I ain't even just like, ooh, let me go to the store. Let me get my kid like, ooh, mom, can we? I'm like, I don't even have no reason to go to the store and get none, y'all. I think we gonna survive. Like, it's nothing there. It's nothing tell me, okay, run to the store, get this to eat. Like, it's none of that. So, I'm speaking on the weather. I just post what they post. Share what they share. God ain't kind of me personally with no vision. But what's like iffy for me is the temperature being 60 degrees. It's actually raining. And then the temperature dropping down to 30. So I'm like, is this gonna stick? So that's the only thing that I'm like, just like, and I'm not even really stressed in because I ain't gonna even go nowhere. Like, I ain't even finna go nowhere if anything's sticking no way. So that's the only thing. Okay. The hell. I speak on these hell warnings that I keep sharing with y'all. I'm gonna speak on this. God has, when one of my daughters died, y'all. So I got 5 daughters that's living. I had a total of 6 daughters. God came and took one of my daughters. So I had 6 girls. Every time I go, and God always told me that each one of my kids was going to be a girl. So even before the ultrasound, I would tell the doctor, I'm like, it's a girl. 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 Okay, I had to do it 6 times. So every time, even before the ultrasound, I would tell the doctor, I'm like, it's a girl. It's a girl. And they'll be shocked, like, wow, it's a girl. I'm like, yeah. I would tell them it was a girl before they even did the test to even tell me that I was having a girl. By the time my doctor retired, and he delivered all my kids except for the last one. He retired right at the last one, but every last one of my kids from the firstborn, every single last one of my kids, he was my doctor. He delivered every single one of my kids, y'all. So, yeah, it was bittersweet with him leaving. But I think by the end, he was a believer. He was just like, what you want to do? I'm like, okay, I just want to work this amount of time. Then I want to go out that amount of time and then do this and just make, like I just tell him, everything. And he would just set everything up. Like, it got to the point, he was just like, what do you feel like? What's your intuition telling you? That's how he was. And he was like the top doctor in the whole city of Memphis. Like he was the top dog out here. Like no better. Like, yeah, like, yeah. God had me linked up with the best of the best out here as far as like doctor. Like he was very real respected. But when it came to me, oh no, what you wanna do? Wait, what your instincts telling you? Wait, what you feel like you need to do right now? Okay. And so that's just how he was. And I would just tell him how I felt like I wanted to play out the pregnancy. I'm like, first, I don't want to work no 40 weeks. That's the first thing. I want to work this long and then take me out. Because I'm old anyway, so I'm high risk. Take me out work. He did everything. Like, however it was set up, that's what it was. It was the truth. Sure, I'm high risk pregnancy. I'm past the age, whatever age they talking about, I'm pregnant. Okay, take me out work. I'm high risk at this point. So, and he did just that. Like, yeah. Like, I really enjoy my doctor, y'all. So, yeah. Okay, y'all. So, along with this right here, God took one of my daughters. So, when he took this daughter, I told my doctor, I said, this daughter is not going to live. And he like the top doctor in the whole city. Like he really that person. Like he really like everybody just like, oh, like he really was that. And so I'm coming here. I'm like, look, this daughter, she's not gonna live. I said, she ain't gonna live. I said, actually, I want to try to have her. I want you to take her out early. I said, because she ain't gonna live. And so he was like, well, I don't know if we could just do that. He said, because you got to be like, have some complications for us to even do the C-section. And I don't really want to, do the C-section. I said, she ain't gonna live. And so he'll run the test. He like, man, everything perfect. Everything looking good. Everything. And he would do this all the way up. And I was like, the soonest you could take her out, I really want you to take her. I said, she's not going to live. So even though God was telling me she's not going to live, I still, in a way, was just trying to use my power to be like, okay, if I got control, okay, let's try to go against what God's saying. But God had already told me she wasn't going to live. And he told me, he spoke to me in a riddle. And one of the riddles was, in order to experience death, you got to deal with death. This was one of the riddles. And he spoke to me in a riddle. So I'm like, dang, in order to experience death, you got to deal with death. Even now I say that. And so all this going into my hell stuff. And so he like, in order to experience death. Yeah, all this is going into my hell vision. And God, he called me today too, which is Saturday Sabbath. So I'm just giving you like a breakdown of this story. So I told the doctor, I said, she's not going to live. But even with God telling me this, and I was really at peace with it, I was like, well, okay, everything healthy. I was like, take her out at 36 weeks. I said, because she ain't going to live. And so the whole time he was talking about everything was good, nothing is showing up as a red flag. He the top doctor. And I had been told when I first got pregnant, I said, she ain't gonna live. God taking this one, she ain't gonna live. And so he really kept an eye out on her. When I got to 36 weeks, he was like, okay, we finna go and take her because she full term. Like, she's already over the size that she need to be. So so he went on with like trying to schedule. So at this point, 36 weeks, we push it. And I was like, I ain't got no complication, no nothing. He don't see no red flag. But at this point, he found out, okay, we gonna go and try to see what we could do. And we'll try to set everything up. And he was like, come back Monday. This was like Father's Day weekend. So for Father's Day weekend, this is what's going on. So I go to the doctor, boom. When I go to the doctor for Father's Day weekend for a regular checkup, and he finally said, okay, we gonna go and just set this up. They put the monitor on me, and it's like, it's no heartbeat. So they said it's no heartbeat. I was like 36 weeks at this time. They like, it's no heartbeat. And so they tell me it's no heartbeat. And the whole time I was just like, cut out. And so when they told me it was no heartbeat, I was like, do not cut this baby up out of me. I said, if she dead, I said, y'all got to figure out another way to get her up out of me, because cutting is not an option. I flipped the script so fast. I'm like, I ain't finna get cut for nothing dead. What you talking about? Like, that's what I told him. So at this point, my doctor, he ain't never had a death case. Like, he ain't never had a case, like a death on him like that. Like, I ain't never, out of all the babies I had, I ain't never experienced no death. Like, and so he was like, since you don't want to get cut, he like, you go home. He said, and he said, come back after the weekend. He said, we're gonna figure out how we're gonna get this baby out. So, and at this point, I'm knowing it's dangerous for me. Like, I'm already knowing. I was just like, cutting is not an option. I'm like, more people would have been in fear and been like, ooh, if the baby fluid mixed with your fluid, you dead because the baby is dead in me. I was like, nope, you can't cut out. So he was like, go home. My doctor knew I was a hothead too. Like, they just let me do what I want to do, really, because I really didn't listen to him. They knew this. So he was just like, go home. Come back Monday, and we gonna figure out what we gonna do. So by this time, because I'm just going for a regular visit, I found out her heartbeat stopped. Everybody that was in the waiting room was gone. So I called my mom, like, where's everybody at? Like, the doctor is sending me home. And my mom is a nurse, been a nurse for over 25 years or so. She like, huh? She like, I ain't never heard them send you home and your baby did. Like, she said, I ain't never heard. I said, well, he's sending me home, so come get me. So at this point, y'all, So at this point, I get home, I go to my daddy. He prophetic, and I tell him everything that's going on. And so my daddy was like, God help a change of heart, but it was something I would have to do. But he was like, God said that ain't got to be the end result for your baby, but it was something that I was gonna have to do spiritually, like pray or something. Like he would tell me to do something, but it was just so much going on that I couldn't even focus on what he really would tell me to do. So at this point, my mom and dad just get real hungry, and they gotta go. So they like, oh, we just on home. We gotta go get something to eat like right now. Like it's like we got to go. So I'm like, dang, I just got the hospital. All this going on. Then they just like got this hunger just hit them. And they like, we got to go get something to eat. We'll be right back. So in the process of them going to go get something to eat, y'all, my water break. I go into full labor with a dead baby. So my water break, I'm in full labor. Like, yeah, I know. First they would tell me they didn't know how they were going to get the baby out. I said, no cutting. Then within like maybe an hour, I'm in full labor. Like I'm like dilating, full labor, everything going on. So yeah. And it was okay. It was just so much going on. Like it was going from here to here to this. Then come pick me up from the hospital. Then I'm so hungry. Let me get something to eat. And I'm like, oh, I'm in full labor. Then they like, yeah, that's what was going on. So God took this baby. I did not have to get cut for this baby. I went to full. As soon as I spoke, said I was not getting cut. Boom, my water break, and I go into full labor, and I did not have to get cut for this baby. I did not have to get cut. I did not take no medicine. This baby was over 7 pounds. And I was like, don't you even give me no medicine. That's what I told him. That's why I told him I had this baby now, no medicine, no nothing. I was like, don't y'all just, let me just get this over with. So my daughter died, and when she died, God had already told me in the beginning, in order to experience death, you got to deal with death. He gave me 3 riddles dealing with the death of this child that was going to spiritually impact me. And I'm just telling y'all one of the revelation. In order to experience death, you got to deal with death. And he said it in a riddle. So that's why I'm saying in a riddle. So in this process, after everything happened, which I already knew God was preparing me the whole pregnancy for the baby. Like I never even went about nothing. You know how you go to the baby store and you buy stuff for the baby I ain't even do that because I'm like, she's not going to live. And I knew this in the beginning. So at this point, my doctor was like, I ain't never had a death. Do you want to do an autopsy and see why did she die or how did she? I said, no. I said, because I really got closure at this point. I really don't see no reason to even just go through with the autopsy. But he was trying to press me to do an autopsy, which I refused to do an autopsy. I'm like, do an autopsy for what? Like I'm at peace knowing that God already had told me what it was gonna be anyway. Like why am I steady digging, trying to find closure and the case is closed? Like what? So God gave me this really in order to experience death, I gotta deal with death. Along with this, all of this that going on and this in order to experience death, it goes so deep. Like, you know how like our knowledge and our understanding is not like God's. Well, even with this riddle, in order to experience death, I didn't experience death on so many levels. Even with the God allowed me to interact with people that have died. When he say, in order to experience death, you got to deal with death. and I experienced death firsthand, and now I can interact with death firsthand, and I can console people who dealt with the death of a person because I done dealt with the death of a child firsthand. So now I got this, like, it was a lot of stuff that went on with this, and I don't think, and if I didn't experience the death of a child, I would not have known the prayer to pray. I say that. I would not have known the prayer to pray. Like, it took a death for me to be able to know the prayer to pray for God to answer and speak on my, to get me to where I needed to go. Like, what I needed, it took a death of a child for me to get there. And the only way to pray this prayer that I prayed, you have to experience the death firsthand. So it was something that I prayed firsthand that probably manifested itself in this process, but I wouldn't have never known to pray this prayer had I not experienced the death firsthand. Okay, so in this process, y'all, I'm trying to get on, God, I'm trying to get on with the story now. It's dragging along. Okay, so we try to speed it up. So with this, in order to experience death, you got to deal with death. You know, like I said, I experienced death on so many levels. Sometimes God, you know, in the past, he had allowed me to enter this place. I'm able to go to this realm where only the dead reside, and it's like they in a rested place waiting. They in a rested place waiting, and in this place where they're waiting at, he's also in this place. And when I come to this place to visit, they very excited. They want visitors. Like, they be so excited for visitors. They be like, "Hi!" And I be like, "Hi!" But I know they all dead. They have all crossed over. They are fully aware that I'm a visitor. And if I see somebody who's alive that's in their place, they don't belong there. I'm having all knowledge in the spiritual realm. So if I see somebody and they in that place, then that means the death is they already dead. They the walking dead at this point. If I go to this place and I see somebody who is walking this earth and they right there too, they can't do that. You can't do that. I know this too. So God, he allowed me to interact. He has allowed me to interact, you know, in the realm with these people, and they just in the waiting. They just waiting, and they might call it paradise, but they just waiting. They just waiting. They just in like this resting place, so to speak, but they not really resting, but they in a resting place. And in this place, he also be in this place with them, because in the vision, when I was interacting with these people, he was also there. So I knew his spirit was there. So I knew he was in this place with them. So he has allowed me to do that. Another thing that has happened was this person. And it go back to my video I did. Where this person came to me and he kept telling me he wanted to relay a message. So he calling me. He told me he wanted to relay a message. And so a lot of time when it comes to my sleep and it comes to people that have died, like, it just like, you got to have a special access to even access me. Like, I do understand this too, y'all. God do not let everybody access me, not even the dead. So if somebody comes to me and they access me, it's because God gave them clearance to come to see me. Sometimes God might even have an angel in this process, and I'll be interacting with whoever this person is that have died, and there'll be an angel standing right there supervising the conversation. And there's certain things that this spirit can say to me dealing with the mysteries of life. And it's certain things that it can't say. And the angel give this spirit clearance on what it can say to me and what it can't. So I have had supervised visitations. And this supervised visitation that I had was from a high profile child that was murdered. So it was some things that were spoken and said, and I was just like, oh, no, you know, just talking. And certain things it could reply back to and answer, and certain things it could not answer. It wasn't for me to know at that time. So when I say, in order to experience death, you got to deal with death, this mystery. Like, I dealt with death on so many levels, but it took me experience my own death to even, like, spiritually be able to do all of what's going on. So I experienced my own death, and then in the process, God was telling me in order to experience death, you got to deal with death. And then I had to go through this death, so to speak. And so now it's just like, boom, you know, so I have experienced that. So once, if the person kept coming to me, Because it's so much, and I'm trying to close this off, y'all, but it's so much to get into this. And I'm trying to narrow this down. But if the person who came to me, and he was just saying that he wanted to, and he was alive at the time, but when I go to sleep, boom, this person is in my vision, and he keeps saying, Shane, I need to talk to you, Shane, I need to talk to you, but he's saying spook, but he kept saying, Shane, I need to talk to you, Shane, I need to talk to you. And so normally I do talk and be like, yeah, what's going on, like what you want to talk about, but for some reason with this particular person, I decided I didn't want to know. I was like, look, I don't even want to know what you want to tell me, but I will relay the message and let the other person know, like this person just kept saying, I need to relay a message to this person. I need to relay a message to this person. And this person would come to me in my dreams to tell me this. And so I would get with the person, like, look, this dude is coming to me in my sleep. I don't know what's going on. I said, the dude keep coming to me in my sleep. And I said, and he keep mentioning and saying he got something to tell you. I said, you probably need to see what he talking about. So I was kind of trying to persuade the person to go talk to this dude, because the dude is coming to me, and he's specifically bringing this dude's name up. So I go to the dude, like, look, this dude, he said that he need to talk to you. And so the dude, he was like, I see the dude every day. This dude ain't never said he wanted to talk to me, ever. I said, well, he come to me in my dreams, and I said, and he keeps saying you is the one that he need to talk to, like that. So then at this point, the dude who had the message died. So he ended up dying. So time go on, maybe about 5 years. Me and my daddy chopping it up. My daddy, he getting to the point where he's finna die. So now that he getting to the point where he's ready to go and he's finna die, he start opening up about a lot of mysteries and prophecies and stuff. So one day I was just talking to my dad and like, man, this dude, he came in a dream. He just kept saying he need to relay a message. I said, but I told him, I never received the message. So I don't even know what he was trying to tell me. Because I cut it off. Like, I didn't want to know the message. And it seemed like he wanted to tell me, but at this point, I would call myself trying to not be nosy. So I'm like, I ain't trying to be here being like that, but I let the other person know and let them just do whatever they doing, but I ain't finna get in this, so to speak. And so when I tell my dad about this vision I had with this dude that was like bothering me, that's what I call him. I call it disturbing my sleep. And I get real mad if something disturbs my sleep. But just the same, I know that God, if something disturbs me in my sleep, God has given them access to even come to me. So I know that too. But I'm very stern. When I deal with spirit stuff, I'm very stern. Like, huh? Like, what you say? Like I'm stern. Like, it ain't no, oh, I can't believe it. Like, I'm very stern when I talk. Like, what? Like, huh? So I tell my daddy this vision. My daddy tell me the same dude came to me too. He said, and he had a message. And my daddy, his story was lined up with my story. But the thing is, my daddy took the message. So my dad was like, the dude, Bailey, was saying that he wanted to relay a message to his loved one. And he basically wanted to tell them that hell is real. Do not go to hell. Everything is real. Everything that they telling you that it's not real is a lie. Like, he just had this message, and he just wanted to kind of let his loved ones know about hell, and do not go to this place. And everything that they telling you and what you think it is, he said it's all a lie. And just stay away from this place. And so this is the message that my daddy told me, that the dude told him. So my daddy said, but I ain't never tell the person this. He said, because I don't deliver bad messages. He said, so I never delivered the message to him. He said, because if it ain't nothing good, I'm not going to deliver it. And that's one thing about my dad. He never delivered bad messages. Like, if it wasn't nothing good, my dad did not deliver it. He did not care. He did not care if it was going to affect you in a good way. If you were going to have a change of heart, if it was something bad, he would not tell you. Maybe that's the reason why I come out and I'm like the alter ego of my dad, and I would tell you good and bad, and I would not hold back. I would not water down nothing that God tell me. God, now my dad, he didn't water it down, but he just not going to tell you. Me, I'm going to tell you. So, I'm going to tell you the good and the bad. I'm like, God tell me then it's for you to know. Because why would he tell me if he didn't want you to know? And that's my logic. So if God showed me something, like, shoot, okay. Now, it's in my own discrepancy. for me how I want to deliver the message. I use my own discrepancy now. Now sometimes I can be prepared and be like, but if I'm mad, it's just gonna come out however it come out. And get what? And God don't care about no delivery. So my daddy delivered this message. He tell me the message. He said he never told the person the message. Mind you, I never even received the message, because when he came to me, I just kind of was like, I'm just going to let the other person know to get with him, but I'm staying out of it. So I kind of was like that. But my daddy did know the message, but he never gave him the message. And then my daddy just started telling me a whole lot of stuff as he was getting close to his dying days. As he was getting closer to go, he started like opening up more spiritually and prophetically about a lot of stuff that was going on. So that's what's going on. It go into me talking about hell. And the reason why I do share hell testimonies, because one thing that all these people, all these loved ones, the message that they have, the loved ones that's in hell, they all got the same message. Do not go to that place. That place is real. Stay away from that place. Do what you need to do to get right out here. They all have the same message to deliver. So I'm just doing this generalization, because it's no reason for everybody to feel like they need to warn their loved ones when God sent people to warn their loved ones all day, every day. So if they choose to heed to the warning, then cool. But if people is out here sending warnings about this place, and that it's real, and that you're going to live your eternity outside this place, and it is a place that you go, you don't just die and it's over. Actually, when you die in the body and the flesh, your eternity starts at that point. I'm not going to get into too much detail, because it's going to take too much time to break all that down. But when you die, your eternity starts. Life do not end when you die. Life begins. Eternity begins when you die. So your eternity didn't begin when you die. So I'm just doing this video because all of them have the same message. All of them be like, oh, let me. And if you look at other people who got hell testimonies, and they say that I want to deliver a message to my loved one, even the famous lady, Mary Baxter, that went to hell for 30 days. She said when she went to hell and God let her interact with the people in hell, she said all the loved ones were just like, I want to warn the people on earth and let them know this place is real. Like, I just want to let my loved ones know not to come to this place. I just don't want them to come to where I'm at. So everybody got the same message. At the end of the day, that's all I'm saying in so many words. Everybody got the same message. They got the same warnings. They just want their loved ones to know that this place is real and do not go to this place. Like, all of them got the same exact. I need to let my loved ones know. And all of them gonna have the same type of warning that they want all their loved ones to know. But the thing is, God is warning the loved ones all day, every day. But are they heeding to the voice? Or is it just because of who the messenger is that they rejected? But the message is being delivered all day, every day. So on Judgment Day, all the warnings that were sent to you, whether you choose to accept them or listen to them or not, it's like your truth is going to be like testifying against you. So the truth of the warnings that was sent to you is going to be on the opposite side of you, testifying, saying, yeah, these warnings have been sent. And whether you choose to receive or not, it's not going to have an effect on the judgment against you. Like you just said, I ain't had the knowledge. It's not going to save you. The Bible says we perish from lack of knowledge. So if you didn't have the knowledge and you choose to, and you made the personal choice to not even want to figure out the truth for yourself and just roll with the lie, then you're going to suffer behind rolling with the lie. Like, you're going to have consequence behind it. Like, you're going to have consequence behind choosing to just live a lie. Like, you living a lie is not going to save you from the lie that you live. Like, it's not going to do that. Because in that realm, you're going to all of a sudden have all knowledge. And then at that point, it's nothing that you can argue against yourself, because the truth is going to be speaking against you. Like, your truth is going to speak against you. It's going to, like the warnings that was sent, it's all going to be like against you at a certain point. Especially if you didn't heed to the warning, then it's going to speak against you. So you can't, it's like you're not going to even be able to deny it no way. Like, you're not going to deny it, because you're going to know. You're going to have all knowledge, and everything going to be understood. And it's not no way you're going to go back and forth with a lie. Because when you in eternity, the truth is revealed. All truth. It's no deception. It's no lies. Everything is understood. All understanding. All knowledge. So, I'm going to let y'all go. But that's all I want to say is God sending the warnings every day about hell. I send warnings, I share warnings because God has allowed me to interact with people who wanted to deliver these messages to their loved ones about do not go to hell. All of them have the same message about can you relay a message to my loved one about do not go to hell. So I share hell videos and testimonies warning about do not go to hell. The messages that God is sending on this earth is the same messages that these people want delivered to their loved ones. But the thing is, their loved ones is rejecting the message because it's not coming from a loved one, so to speak. They choosing, okay, this message didn't come from this person. I don't know this person, so they reject it. But it's the same exact message being sent. So God sending the messages. He gonna keep sending the messages and keep sending the messages. Now who deliver the message to you? God pick and choose who he decide he want to send the message through. We don't pick and decide where the messages come through. He do. So we don't have no say so with it. But just know that the message is gonna get delivered. And God is not gonna judge. God is a righteous judge. So that means if he judging you, that means he sent you enough warnings. He sent you everything that you needed, and you still chose to do what you wanted to do. It's like you incriminating yourself. It's like at the end of the day, you're not gonna have no excuse for nothing going on because everything that was going on, every resource that was going on, God wouldn't even be righteous or fair if he didn't give you a fair opportunity. So he's giving you a fair opportunity. He's sending warnings. He's sending this. He's sending that. He's giving you this. He all day, every day, and you refuse to reject it. And so when that time come, all of that gonna be against you. Like it's gonna be against you because it's like you rejected all that. And so at a certain point, you can't say, well, I didn't know, because all that gonna be on the side of you, and you're gonna have all knowledge, and you're gonna be like, dang, I received 100 warnings. I just chose to look the other way. I chose to live a lie and believe a lie instead of dig for the truth. Because in this world, especially with Satan being the overseer and kingdom of this world, you're gonna have to dig for the truth out here. Like the truth is not gonna just be in your face. You're gonna have to kind of dig a little bit to figure out the truth of what's going on. It's a lot of deception. It's a spirit of deception in the earth. And if you walk around and you just going based on what you see on the outside, you're gonna be deceived. You gotta dig to find the truth in this world, in this fallen state that we're in. You're gonna have to dig for the truth. But when you die and you in eternity, the truth is right there. Wisdom is right there. All of that is right there, y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day and y'all be safe out. Also, I had this vision because I did post a video and I get details about this dude who did, visit me, and he was talking about how he had, just did some stuff or whatever, and everybody was under influence. And if it's true or not, I do not know. But this is what this person told me. I was around a group of people. Nobody heard what this person was saying but me, so to speak. And so he started coming to me in a vision. And so I just was like, I'm going to get with the best friend. I'm going to stay out of it. Get with the best friend. Let them know. Let them do whatever they do. And I'm really going to be the good Samaritan in this. I call myself being a good Samaritan. I guess I wouldn't. Shoot, I'm trying to stay. Yeah. I call myself, okay. And the other time I talk and chop it up like, hey, what's going on? Like that. This time I'm like, nah, I'm going to stay out of it. And that's what I did. So, I posted this video, which do get into a lot of detail about this person who was destined for hell. This person had killed some people, and he was destined for hell. And he started coming to me in my vision, and I posted all the details dealing with this. So after I posted video, I go to God. I'm like, well, God, I was like, God, in or the Holy Spirit, if you want me to take this video down, just send me a sign to take this down. So I get a sign, so I go jump into a vision right then. And then the Holy Spirit, he always come to me in the form of my sister. I got a sister, they say we twins, we look just alike. So in my vision, if I see, or if I'm around my sister who they call us twins, Yeah, they really do call her twins, y'all. If I jump the dream and I see my sister and it's the one that's like my twin, so to speak, I know this is the Holy Spirit. So as soon as I say, God, give me a vision, boom, I jump in the dream and the Holy Spirit jump into this dream. And I'm seeing the Holy Spirit and the Holy Spirit talking to me about this video. And it might be just a lot of stuff that is way too much for everybody because, like, everybody might not be ready for that level of everything that's going on and everything that's wrapped up in it, so to speak, in that video. So I blocked the video because it is going into a lot. But I did block the video after I had the vision where the Holy Spirit jumped into the dream and said, okay, block the video. You could block that video. So I did block that video. So I don't know if you still see it or not, but on my end, it's blocked. When I look, I see numbers still going up on it, but on my end, it's blocked. So if you see it, okay. If you don't, okay. But I blocked the video because God just said people just probably not spiritually there yet. And it's a lot. I'm ahead of my time, and it's just a lot going on with it right there. Like, it's just a lot. So, because it was a lot being revealed to me as I was doing the video. So when I was doing the video, and I was speaking of this person who come to me, one thing that was told to me as I was doing the video was this person was a serial murderer. This person was a serial killer. So there was one thing that was revealed to me. And so, yeah, it was just a lot going on, y'all. So this person is no longer around. This person is dead. I do not know this person now. I do not know nothing about this person. This person was just a neutral person that was around other people. I do not personally know this person. And I'm just putting all that in the air. So I'm going to let y'all go. And y'all be safe out here. But if it's loved ones that's in hell, they all got the same message. And their message is basically, do not go to this place. Do not go to this place. I'm going to be sharing hell testimonies because I do have visits from people and they do come and they come from hell and they have the same message. Can you let my loved one know not to come to this place? And even when you look at Mary Baxter, she was like in hell and she said all the people down there, all the souls, all they were telling her to do is, can you tell my loved one not to come to this place? All of them got the same exact message. So I'm just going to be sharing hell testimony because the people that are there want to let those who are not there know to not go to that place. So I'm be sharing hell testimonies. And y'all enjoy y'all day.